I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Did we looked up? I kind of want to look up like some emotional words, like jealous or like
jealous should. Oops.
Jealous. Jelly.
Jealous should come up.
Oh no! Or like
envy.
Or like hurt or sad.
Cuck.
Or kiss.
Virgin. Kiss.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing. Like we had before.
Premeditated cucking.
He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
I mean, that is how people act.
With other people.
Yeah.
Some people are consistent, but I think they're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, a lot of people get a different version of every person. It's like it. Yeah.
You can get like a more filtered version of someone.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a different version of someone. Or like a different person completely. Yeah. I'm a chameleon.
after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
He was cheating on his wife with his wife's twin sister that sometimes is his wife.
that is
Lots to unpack there.
Cheating on his fun wife, or is his wife with his fun wife?
Yeah.
Or like try affair, or cheating, or.
I thought I tried affair already. Oops.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I don't think she knew.
And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
We could look up love.
Maybe he tripped and his mouth fell directly on a death cap too.
Love and hate.
There might be too much love. Oh, no, exactly 5.
Only 5 loves. That's it.
Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
Oh, end of session.
That was like the first.
Oh yeah, that's the first session of all, right?
Yeah, that is.
Jacket.
Let me check my handy chart here.
Chart.
Yeah, that is first session.
Yeah, that's when she's reporting it, basically. Mm-hmm. And that one's probably Hannah. This one's also Hannah.
No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me.
So loves came up even though you typed in love. Mm-hmm. So I guess there's some little variance in what you can type.
It's funny that it's funny how different she can look with her hair tied back versus I'm the lead singer of an alternative band hair.
Yeah.
Y'all here for the Paramore show?
cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Oh, that's not useful.
I'm coming for them.
Let me have one. Can I borrow
It's
one?
no big deal. We're just interviewing a potential murderer. Let's show them pictures of my kid.
And let me just give them my street address.
That's a Hail Mary word. Oh.
Do hate.
I
wear my hair in a bun when I go to work.
Ohana means family. Family means no one left behind.
Behind.
Alohamora.
Adios. Okay, well, How about cellar? Type in cellar.
Cellar? There's 2 more for that.
I'm the word guru.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So...
Would her tattoo show up on that size sleeve?
I think the bottom of it would. That's why I'm like...
Yeah. It's on the border, so I'm like uncertain, but she has 2 cups of coffee.
No, it would.
Who had the bruise?
Hannah, but then
No, I mean which shirt? Was it the other short sleeve?
It was either Flower or Diner Mom.
I was trying to remember if it was that or Diner Mom.
So, okay, but if you look at the one on the bottom left, that one has her tattoo behind the water glass. Yeah. So her tattoo would show up on that Flower shirt. Because remember, that's the one that we looked at. We're like, oh, the tattoo's behind the water glass. Because it is. So that's how low it has to be for it to be. So it would have shown up.
So you think both of the ponytails are Hannah?
Yeah.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes.
Right, the mirror.
They're gone.
Mirror.
We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
I was right. They're both in on it. She just admitted it.
What?
Fucking Seller brought it up. She said the baby mattered. We had to help each other.
We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar.
Yeah, see?
We knew
knew they needed an alibi. So, because when that was opening up, I was like, oh, it was when he found out she's pregnant and that it's not her and it's not his wife. So like they're gonna like quietly like take care of each other because he's had this affair that's led to a baby and stuff. But then they mentioned the body. And I'm like, oh, she's talking about cooperating with her sister about covering up the murder.
Oh my gosh.
That's like the fucking smoking gun message that reveals like.
I'm surprised we didn't find that one sooner because honestly, I had Cellar written down already. Yeah. But I just was like, okay, we're going through those other ones.
Earlier.
Mirror.
Whoa.
What is that?
Let's do mirror first. I think this might be the thing I was talking about where something happens.
I'm
None of you
scared.
might be beating the game.
Keep from scared.
We're just in time.
Someone's
too.
trying to
We're in the
talk
final half an hour before
to
we have to go,
us.
so I'm really that's good news. But that was wow. But yeah, earlier I had mirror in the back of my head, but because I'm not writing stuff down, I just
Oh, I have mirror written right here. That was literally my
yeah.
next one.
After a moment, it slipped my mind. I'm like, fuck, what was I remembering earlier? I've been quietly agonizing over like what word was I trying to search earlier, because the mirror was a present, and it was supposed to be pivotal in some way.
Well, they mentioned mirror so much
Yeah.
with the twins and everything.
I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since.
Did that cut off weirdly mid-word?
It seemed like a little sigh or something.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good.
They found evidence.
The perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
They thought they got rid of it.
It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection, and she goes to look at herself in the mirror. That's really nice. That's a nice touch.
Yeah. She found... So they found a piece of the mirror that they thought they got rid of.
Yeah.
There's a lot of instances of mirror. There's 11.
Wait, well, because I told you they keep talking about it was like looking in a
Yeah.
mirror. It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah. Silver?
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror, and he gave it to me.
That's a terrible alibi or feedback or whatever you want to call it. Like, so they're asking about the fact that they found the mirror on his clothes because he probably either fell through the mirror or was murdered by a piece of the mirror. Like the mirror is likely the murder weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say we never looked at a weapon. I just realized.
Yeah. No. Well, his
throat was cut. Yeah.
So he probably there was either an accident. He either got pushed into the mirror or got stabbed by the mirror. But the mirror is the murder weapon. And she's really awkwardly, no, he made the mirror with it, and like all that bullshit. It's like, yeah, and he's still covered in glass and silver from when he made the mirror days or weeks or months ago.
Yeah, forever.
It's like, no, it's because he was murdered by the mirror. Let's see, mirror, glass,
or weapon, or. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. She's gonna tell us.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me.
Uh-oh.
Then he took out a present. Another mirror.
Another mirror.
Just like the one he'd given her earlier.
Uh-oh.
That
Unique
present.
Wink.
She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Wow.
So that motherfucker tried
Hannah
to give
impersonated Eve because Hannah found out about the affair. Hannah goes out to the bar dressed as Eve with a wig
because she's pretending to be the fun sister.
Yeah, and he gives her the fucking.
He tells her he wants
mirror,
to. He tells his
Eve.
wife that he wants to leave his wife to be with her, not knowing that she is his wife. She receives the same gift as his mistress that he had just given his wife.
Simon was going to leave Hannah for Eve, but it was actually Hannah, and she
disguise.
murdered him.
Yep, out of anger.
I mean, now we just know the murder weapon, the murder,
and the
how
motive,
it happened, who and why and what.
So Eve's actually not the bad one, like we thought this whole time.
Solved.
Hannah's the one that fucking murdered.
I mean, they're both.
And Eve is the one
they're both the bad one for several reasons. It's just that Hannah's the murderer.
But Eve is the one that tried to help her sister out.
But also Eve's the one that like slept with her sister's husband.
That's bad, yeah.
And also maybe murdered her parents.
Perhaps. But you know what we don't...
Unless it was Hannah.
You know what we don't...
Hannah doesn't have a reason to murder her parents.
You know what we don't know, though?
What?
What happened to Hannah?
Yeah, we don't know if she's alive or what. That might be why she looks like she's an inmate here.
Well, it's not an inmate shirt.
Yeah, she might just be...
I just keep calling it that because it looks like a freaking...
like she's in a hospital or inmate or something. Like, something's going on with her.
No, it's weird. It's a normal shirt. She's wearing like a necklace and everything.
Mirror throat was a big search to have. Shit. Mirror glass.
You already did that one.
But I feel like I'm still missing more mirrors.
How many mirror totals were there?
Simon. There was 11, I think.
What about the watch? Did they say, like, the watch was missing? No.
5 entries found.
We already saw it.
There's 11 entries for mirror. We've seen a few of them. We got some big ones.
Gift.
Present, 5 entries.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Oh, Hannah's harder on herself. Because Hannah doesn't like the present because she doesn't like to look at herself.
But
Hannah...
Well, she also is telling it in retrospect where she knows the fact that during that trip, like the present was a present for her sister, and it was her husband declaring that she was leaving her for her sister on her birthday. I don't think she likes the present for a lot of reasons.
Like only in retrospect, yeah.
But that's the context of her talking is retrospect. Like she's being euphemistic about the fact that she literally used the present to murder him.
But earlier she was like, a beautiful mirror.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was Eve, I don't know.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway. And Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Argument?
Yeah, I was thinking argument and fight and so on. I feel like I might have done argument before, though.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what they were fighting about. That was never...
No.
Oh, there we go.
Although there was also some early ones where we didn't fully commit to watching them all for some reason, in like the first half an hour. Some of the first searches we didn't complete. For some reason, I was too willing to like branch off to other things when I should have been clicking every single thing.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
I also gave up on this entire session feature down here because like it's annoying.
No, honestly, we don't really need it. Like,
and I'm also like I don't know how to remove stuff from it, so it's like I like 2 of these 5 were added like on accident, and I'm like, how the fuck do go away? Where's remove from session? Like I think you just swap it out.
This feature's
like weirdly annoying.
Plus, you have me here, so you don't need to. I can help you remember.
No, I mean yes, we have arguments, but. He never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way. Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Did we ever do bruise?
There's 9 arguments. I think we did bruise, yeah. We saw the bruise, then we looked it up to see her, then like have to like explain it away.
How about like fight or hit or
argument, Simon.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
So now we know everything they're saying about that's all bullshit because Simon got killed in the argument and then she drove off to make an alibi. Mm-hmm. Mirror.
Argument hit. Birthday.
Say it's your birthday.
Happy birthday
Gonna have
to
a good
you.
time.
Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
Okay. 9 entries for birthday.
So she's not 30 or 40.
Yes.
She's somewhere in between.
He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
627.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Blitz the house.
I think
clean. There's a lot more green now. And we have this. I think this is I think if I click on this, it's like the end game.
I'm spooky.
Do you think we're ready for it?
It's been like every time we've gone back to the screen, my eyes just instantly drift up to the chit chat.
Is it bothering you?
It's like
it is overlapping, so it's like
it really wants you because nothing else overlaps.
Should I click on it?
I want you to, yeah, click on it.
It's SB. It's me. How's it going, Stephanie? Are you done? Do you think we've solved the murder? We do have like about 15 minutes into, then we'll have to take a break if we keep going.
What are you supposed to say? Yes?
I think so.
No?
I think you just type yes.
What happens if we type in yes? Yeah. Oh no! What's our mom?
Good.
No.
We're the baby.
Oh no!
We're the baby. That's why it's in 2020.
No. Oh my god!
That's why this takes place
94?
in 2020 is because we're the baby.
Oh my god! That person is 25.
We're even Simon's daughter or son.
We're 25 because that's a year older than me, or younger. Sorry. Yeah. I'm 26.
Because this game's because
it's 2020.
This game, we're actually playing this game the year that it takes place in, but we're like 5 months early, which is funny as hell.
What can you?
We're like years late to this game. Good. So do you think you understand why your mother did what she did? I mean, yes.
I was gonna say we'll understand any other answers we put in.
I'm glad, Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet over the road. Oh, it doesn't test you. It just asks you if you think that you understand everything. I mean, I think we do.
Yeah.
We know, like, we know their entire backstory, more or less. Why they were doing what they were doing as kids. Why their parents didn't know they were twins. We think we know how the parents died. We definitely have like an admission of like the affairs that were happening and exactly why Simon died, what the murder weapon was, why they hid the body, why they went off and created the alibi, and so on. At most, we're not entirely sure what the fuck's happening, like from interview to interview in the timeline of the interviews, but we have like the timeline of the murders.
The only thing we don't, I said,
and we also don't know if there is a timeline for the interviews in the game itself.
The only thing, like I said, is I don't know. Did
is one of them dead right now?
Is one of them dead?
Dead?
Did one of them get arrested?
at this point, it really sounds. At this point, it really sounds. I don't know about the rested, but it sounds like they were cooperating with each other. So it sounds like the idea that one of them replaced the other one, like in a hostile way, might be discredited. Well,
it seems like they want to work together to raise the kid, but they say mother and not mothers.
Yeah.
But then also...
Well, she only has one mother.
Yeah, but...
It's her mother and her aunt. Either way.
I don't know if that's how they would do it.
But also, does Sarah know that... Does Sarah know that her mother is one or two people? Like, are they still pretending to be two people?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was going to say maybe.
Maybe.
But then
that wouldn't be in the interviews, though. That's 25 years later.
Yeah.
Or that's the next 25 years. Because Sarah's not born yet. She's not even showing yet. Hangs up. Should I log out? Because you could scrape and scrape forever, but it's gonna get harder and harder to come up with search terms from here on out.
Can you, at the very least, just look up arrest?
Yeah, we've looked this up before. Are you gonna arrest me? No? Then fuck off. That whole thing.
Yeah.
That's this one, because that's the penultimate interview. So that's when she's like, yeah, it's only 14 seconds.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me?
Well, no, you know what? No.
They'd laugh you out of the building.
A
lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
She did get arrested because that shirt is afterwards.
Yeah, this is the next day.
Yeah.
It's literally the next day is when she's just like, fuck it.
I put the dark blue shirt as hot shirt, and then I put white shirt as inmate shirt. So I think she is like, I think that's why she's so confessional in the white shirt, because she already got arrested. I think that's why she's just laying it all out.
I kind of think that dark shirt, the second to last day, might be Hannah. Because she's not relaxed at all.
So, do you think that the if you're already fucked up,
if we've confirmed at this point the idea, if we're deciding
white shirts
if we're deciding that they're working together at this point and that Eve didn't kill Hannah and so on, then at this point, like, I can't help but notice, like, the navy shirt is not relaxed in the way that Eve always is.
I do have that blue shirt as Hannah.
Yeah. I think that this blue shirt might be Hannah because
something else made me think that it was Hannah, so I wrote down Hannah for that shirt. For some reason.
Coffee?
Either coffee or long sleeves or something.
The coffee was this was a fun game. I had a lot of fun agonizing over things.
It was, yeah.
But I knew we weren't going to get an answer, so I think it does just end, and you're like, I don't know, I'm happy with it, because that's one of the things I heard years ago about this game, was just like it ends in an ambiguous way, in that it maybe doesn't end. And I think that's the best we have to go on, is that the chit chat pops up to confirm that, like, you're about there.
Well, see, so her story could be our story.
Yeah. Specific. Oh yeah.
This story is our story.
Or our mother's story.
Because we are a girl named
Specifically,
Sarah.
You'll note that the chit chat came up when we got the confession about hiding the body. It was it was that exact message. So I think that exact message. It might be the actual, like, that might be the point where it triggers this, yeah.
But I remember she said that she was going to name us Sarah because she didn't want a name that was a palindrome. So we got the name that she mentioned she was going to name her kid.
You're right. It's not a palindrome.
Yeah.
They had the palindrome curse, even though they weren't named by the same people,
but I think
which is weird.
That was Hannah who said that she wanted that name, even though we're technically Eve's kid.
Yeah.
So they obviously collaborated on raising us.
God, I'm gonna have questions for Mom when I get home. Mom, are you two people?
Mom,
have you been raising me as two people for 25 years?
Are you my real mom?
This is like worse than being adopted. It's way more confusing.
You and your mom look alike, so.
Oh my god. What if we also are played by the same actress?
I am actually not Stephanie. I am Stephanie's evil twin
Oh my
Stefano.
God. Stefano.
Yeah.
Why would you be named Stefano? Is Stefano trans?
Stephanie and Tiffany.
Stephanie and Tiffany.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a fun playthrough.
We gotta log out.
Yeah, I think
I wanna just make sure it doesn't do anything.
It might just close. But we'll see.
There we
Her
go.
Story. Aren't we a dude though?
No, we're Sarah.
But like the reflection.
I think we were a Sarah the whole time.
Maybe it's just like short hair and bony cheeks in a way that like
I thought maybe she had her hair pulled back like her mom did in those interviews, and I was like, I can kind of see that.
Yeah. It always seemed like it might look like a dude, but
a dude named
it's hard
Sarah.
to say.
Could be.
They just, I mean,
they're just like, fuck it.
That's the naming that their parents had.
We're already committed.
Maybe they were just as like that, and they just named their son Sarah.
Hey man,
get all them names.
If you're a guy named Sarah, that's fine. That's cool.
Voodoo dog.
Yeah, some of these names are pretty good.
Alex to defy bet. What? What? My nickname is To Defy.
My middle name, Defying, is my middle name.
Kono Kono. Creative Ninjas.
Victor Lawrence loves Tori Hames. I wonder what my I gotta think about what armchair sleuth extraordinaire. What would I put my name as?
I don't know.
I used to go by Snuffleupagus, like Snuffleupagus, but with Steph at the front.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, Snuffleupagus. Because I'm an imaginary friend.
It is still funny though that the entire Colin Frick.
Frick.
The entire context of
frick?
the game is still like, this would just not be a game if you could just watch these interviews as tapes like a human would.
Yeah.
It would just be a short film that has plot twists that reveal everything at the end, which would actually be still a fun experience watching like 80 minutes of interviews where every time she changes clothes it's like the next day and like the next layer happens. You're like, oh, she's telling the same story verbatim, and isn't she seem different this time? Or like,
yeah, her attitude's a little bit different.
I feel like if this was thrown on Netflix chronologically, it would still function as being like a weird, interesting indie film, but making it have search engine gameplay. Sarah, if you're stuck, you could always try admin random or the unlock command. What? Oh shit, I just clicked out the window. Admin random.
I think it just gives you a random one.
It just brings random search terms.
So that way you can just keep going until you see one you haven't seen before, right?
I have to do
every time.
I have to copy it so I can keep doing it, I think. Oops.
Oh.
It only brings up one random. That's agony.
Well, there's one we haven't seen yet.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
So you just keep going, and then that's how you get completionism, I guess, because like at some point finding the hyper-specific root idea of like why you'd search a particular thing to get the very, very final one would be like agony.
What was the unlocked one?
Unlock. It probably just means you get to look through all of them. I click on them indirectly.
Unlock.
It might have said something else. Like
was it command? Was it like a command?
It said
like
unlock command. I don't think you type command. I think there might have been a. If I go back and look at the credits, I think it might show that like.
Is there an underscore or something?
There might be like a specific thing to it.
Unlock random or something.
The credits work like a video. They can skip through.
No,
I'm not watching the credits again.
It's fine.
Anyway, this has been her story. That was a good time.
I had a fun time.
I can see why people made a big fuss about it, and I'm really curious about the fact that a sequel came out like last year.
It was really fascinating. It was riveting. You're right. It could have been like a movie, but I appreciate this interactive aspect a lot more. And I definitely it was kind of like interesting and soothing just sitting here clicking through things and like chatting with you. But The second one seems really interesting too.
I'm curious about that. More than one actor?
I know. Whoa.
They could afford like 5 people.
Stepping up.
One of which is the same actor I saw in the other live action game I already played. I almost said the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
I thought that's what you were gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say Dr. Parnassus.
I meant to say the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that was also you were typing things in, but I think it was like you were trying to type in things you could ask as questions to the people, because you were interviewing them as a therapist, and you're sort of figuring out the core of their kind of like what was going on with them and what their like issue might be, but also you're asking them about the doctor that's you're replacing, and it seemed like the doctor themselves was like having some kind of like Lovecraftian madness influence on them, or something fucked up was happening, and so that's like because he's dead, and you're trying to figure out like which one did one of them murder him and stuff like that, and you're doing that over the course of like replacing him as the interviewee, as the interviewer.
That sounds fascinating.
As a particular style of game. It was very frustrating. Because you had to type things, and so you had to try to figure out what kind of words and phrases and how like you're trying to figure out the AI of like how the algorithm works and how you can interact with these characters. Was actually deeply frustrating. It was really ambitious.
Yeah, that seems like a little bit.
You weren't picking dialogue choices.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit
you
more
were typing questions.
Yeah.
And then they would have like baffling responses sometimes, and like I don't know what they think I asked, because their response didn't make sense.
I love pickles on my sandwiches.
Yeah. But I just noticed that the same actress that's in that was also in the screenshots for Telling Lies. So maybe we'll get to that sometime soon.
If you guys like it.
Yeah, maybe not immediately back to back. It's good to diversify and bounce around the different to-do things, but it's there.
Well, thank you for having me on my story.
Hope you all have fun. See you next time.
Bye.
On my story.
My story.
It's my story now.
Emma.